Hello and welcome to another edition of Mobile Monday, the video podcast from GodIsAGeek.com, where we take a look at 4 mobile games and let you know whether they're worth playing, worth downloading, worth spending money on. I'm God Is a Geek's deputy editor Martin Baker, and I'll be looking at the 4 games this week. The first game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is, as you can see, Mini Golf Matchup. And it's, I probably can tell, it's a mini golf game. It's one where you pull back on the ball to increase power and then fling it across the screen. We'll be having a look at that in a second. But this page is one thing that we need to show you first. Really, it works in the same way as Words with Friends or Draw Something, in the sense that you challenge people from your Facebook friends list, or if you know their username, you can challenge them via their username and challenge them to a game. You know, you take it in turns, trying to beat each other's scores. The winner is the person who gets the most points at the end of the game. You can also, if you don't have any friends on your friends list that are playing the game at the moment, you can start a new game with a random person. So, seeing as none of the people on my friends list have made their move yet, we'll do that. We'll choose a random person, and hopefully there'll be somebody to play with. So we'll just pick an easy one. We'll pick Simple Summer and play some games. Wait for it to load. So we're playing against Bubado94. Fair enough. Let's see if we can beat them. So the first thing that you'll notice is that there's mini goals that you can set yourself. Well, the game sets for you that you have to accomplish. There's one daily goal, which you obviously can see this time it is 3 holes in one game. That changes obviously every day, being a daily. But there's a selection of mini goals that you can see. If you saw like the previous screen said that I had 25% of the achievements, that means I've just got 25% of the mini goals. You get some stars for doing each of the mini goals, and stars unlock levels later on. Typical way of, you can either unlock those levels using in-app purchases, or you can just do these mini goals, get the stars, unlock the levels that way. So we'll see if we can do any of these mini goals while we're playing. But we'll play the game first. I'll play with this level particularly. So this is a par 5, this one. It's a typical mini golf game. The whole point is to get the ball into the hole. Typical, as you'd expect. You can pinch and zoom to zoom out and have a look at the pitch, the course. Let's put the ball down so that it stops moaning at me to put it down. You can see the gems that you can collect to increase the score when you get the ball into the hole. The big gem, the big purple gem that you can see in this zone, gives you a nice, quite a big boost at the end. So we'll hopefully try and get that as well. But obviously the main point is to get the ball into the hole under or on the par, which you saw as the game, or as the level loaded, was a par 5. So the aim of the game is to put your thumb or finger on the ball and pull back in order to choose the direction, and the further you pull back, the more power you're applying into the ball in the move. And in order to shoot the ball, choose the direction that you want by moving your finger and then let go and hope that it goes where you want. So hopefully, it didn't go as far around as I wanted, but hopefully it shouldn't take me too many more moves in order to get it all the way to the end. Oh, so close. Oh well. It was a par 5, we still got it in 3 shots, so it's not too bad. So once you've made your go, you can play 2 shots usually to the other player, but most of the time you'll have to wait for the other player to do their move before you can move on to the next shot. Really, this is one of the downsides of the game. You'll get a lot of in-game advertising. Some of them you can't skip either, which is quite annoying. Some of them is just like a 30-second advert that you'll have to wait for to get to the end in order to continue. But it's a free game, so you can't really complain too much about in-game advertising, because that's the whole reason it's free. So with that person, we just have to wait for them to take their turn before we can continue playing. You can obviously nudge them. I might give Dan Townsley, the PR manager at Chillingo, a little nudge to try and get him to play the game. But the whole the whole game is that. I mean, you can keep starting with random people, or you can wait for friends to have a go. Give them a little nudge. You can rematch people. You can win, and the achievements. There's plenty of achievements to get to grips with. Some of them I've gotten quite a few of them. I'm on my way to a couple more. But yeah, that is mini golf matchup, and it's quite an addictive little game, to be honest. The second game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is Snoopy Coaster. As you can probably tell by the fact that it said peanuts at the start of the game. So yes, this is Snoopy Coaster, and it's basically a reskinned version of a game that I reviewed a little while ago called Mad Coaster. Same guys. So the whole point is start a game. You tap the screen to make the roller coaster jump. The whole point is to basically see as far to the right hand side of the screen as you can get. Similar to an infinite runner, although there is, as we'll hopefully see if I'm not terrible at the game, there is an end to each of the levels, so it's not an infinite run, it's more like a level based. But the whole point is to tap the screen in order to jump, collect as many coins as you can. You can move downwards on the tracks as well by swiping down on the screen. If you can see in the top right hand corner, there's a spanner with a number next to it, and that's how many times you can fall off of the track and still recover. If that number runs out and you fall off the track, then it's game over. You've got to just start back at the beginning again, basically. You can... Oh, I missed it that time. With the loop-de-loops, if you can move your finger around as well. Just keep rubbing the screen in a circular motion. You'll keep moving around the loop-de-loops, getting more and more points. So these are the end of the levels before you move on to the next stage, basically. It does continue. It's not a stage-based system in the sense that you have to select the next level and you get certain points, but it just continues on. But there is like an end point to each of the different stages. There are power-ups in the game as well, some which pull the coins and collectibles, kites and balloons towards you. Some like that one that I just missed there, which gives you invulnerability. And just similar to any other infinite runner game, basically the whole point is to get as far as you can. I'm not doing too bad here, really. You can hear the sounds, the iconic sounds from the Peanuts cartoons, from Snoopy and everything. There is an in-game shop as well, so you can buy like power-ups and things like that with the coins that you're collecting. We've got an achievement for collecting a wrench. Nice. But you can obviously the more you play the level, the more you play the game, and the further you get, the faster the coaster will go. You got to just basically keep. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped there. You got to keep your attention not only on what coins are coming up, because the coins can even sometimes trick you. Like sometimes they'll be there, but by collecting them, it will make you plunge to your death, basically. So you just got to be aware that not all of the coins should be gotten. I'm wanting to get to another loop-de-loop. I like going around it. Almost got to a loop-de-loop there as well, but I succumbed to the coin trick. Collects the kites as well, which are another way of getting more and more points. It's kind of like the feeling of just keeping going makes you just want to keep playing the game. The fact that I haven't lost all my lives yet is one of the reasons why I want to continue to play. It's one of those when you do lose at the end, it makes you want to play again, because you just think, oh, I can do better next time. But I'll play until the end of this, and if we don't come to a loop-de-loop, I'll just have to deal with it. But that is Snoopy Coaster. The third game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is a G5 Games game called Hidden Wonders of the Depths. And unlike other G5 games that you've probably seen me or read the reviews of in the old traditional version of Mobile Monday, this one isn't a point and click adventure, it's more of a puzzle game. But it is a puzzle game with many different elements. So there was a game that I did a Mobile Monday of a couple of weeks ago called Cave Quest, which basically had the characters moving along a path that was made by matching 3 things, and this is what this first part is basically has to do. You have to get the crab to the treasure chest by matching three or more of the items in order to create a path. You also have to destroy the blocks in this particular puzzle. You have to destroy the blocks that you can see in the middle of the puzzle. So not only do you have to get to the end with the treasure chest, but you have to destroy all the blocks in the process as well. So let's try and see what we can do to destroy all the blocks and clear the path for the little crab thing. See what we can do. There we go, got some stuff moving there. So the crab can't move yet until I've destroyed, there we go, until I destroyed all the blocks. So once we've done that, there we go, he's made his way to the treasure, and that's one of the first puzzles done. The whole point is you can see in the top left hand corner, there's like an artifact that you have to create, and each of the little stages within the level will give you one piece of the artifact. The whole point of each of the levels is to make the entire artifact. So we've got a little bit of a mahjong bit going on here, so we'll try and match these up as quick as we can. I saw the turtle thing at some point. There we go, turtle's there. Shell, it's a different type of shell. Is that shell? Yes. So just try and match everything as quickly as you can. There is a time element in the centre left that you can see with a little egg timer. So there is a time element, but it counts down so slow really that it's not really an issue. So I've got another piece of the artifact in the top left hand corner now. See what puzzle we're going to get next. What we got? So in this one we have to just tap the thing. There's no like moving things around like the way in that first puzzle. This is literally just trying to destroy all the blocks in a similar way, but we just have to tap the little sections that have got 3 or more basically. So let's see how quickly we can get this one done. They can get a little bit difficult towards the end, but you generally see that the same puzzles seem to appear time and time again, which isn't necessarily a detriment because the puzzles are quite good, but it's just something to be aware of really. See what we can do. I can use the power up that I've got in the top right hand corner to smash one of them, so let's smash one of the chains on that and see how far that gets us. Still not close enough. Let's see what else we got. So one of the difficult parts about this particular puzzle is that you may be able to see things that you want to swap but you can't swap, so that's not the point of this particular puzzle. So because you've just played the previous game where you did have to swap, it can be a little bit confusing. You're kind of looking for the wrong things at times. It just takes some getting used to really. It's not particularly difficult, it's just something that you have to kind of just learn to look for really. Just trying to match these, get some pills in to match that one. So if we use this smash, no we can't smash anything yet, I need some more. We need some more points to be able to use that smashing little power up so far. See where we are, we can try and move some stuff into position. Hopefully we'll get close to it, get a couple more things smashed there. Where we got? And we can use the hammer now, so we'll use the hammer to destroy one of those chains. Use that to destroy another. We're getting there, slowly. What else could we do? Trying to, if we just use the, get anything we can to destroy the buttons, destroy the boxes, we can at least build that power up and maybe use that before we get a chance to do anything else. Nearly there. There, we've built. I think that's the power-up sound. Oh, we don't need it now. Fair enough. We'll use it on the other pill. Is there another block somewhere? Bottom left-hand corner. I missed that one. Oh well. Not far off now, so we'll see where we can go with it. Time's running out. Not going to be able to get there in time. Just try to build up some points and hopefully get that power up built up so we can smash that before the time runs out. Oh, never mind. But there are a couple more puzzles in that way of thinking. But the diversity is quite nice as well. It'll keep you playing for quite a long time, and there are quite a few levels, so you'll be playing it for quite a while. But that's Hidden Wonders of the Depths. The fourth and final game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is called R.I.P Rally, or R.I.P Rally, whatever you want to call it. I like calling it R.I.P Rally, and it's basically a twin stick shooter where you play as a car, you move around using the left stick, and you shoot things using the right stick. So we'll go in and we'll choose one of the levels. You get little missions that you can complete. Obviously, you can see in this current mission, I've done 2 out of the 3 little requirements, and if I complete the last requirement, I get the 250 arbitrary units of currency, which you can use in the garage. You can buy cars using either money or the currency on the left is more the intermediary currency between real world money and the in-game currency. So obviously you'll get those a little bit less than you would anything else, but you know that's the usual for free to play games to have the 2 options. So you can buy the multiple different cars that have different abilities with them. You can upgrade your car that you've got at the moment. Another thing that you can do, you can see the annoying advert at the top centre, and there'll be, probably while I'm playing it and showing the game off, there'll be another advert that pops up. There usually is. You can remove ads using the little button on the right hand side that says remove ads. Typical free to play stuff really. So we'll go into one of the levels and show the actual gameplay.
Welcome to the pit.
Adverts. So yeah, as I said, the whole point of the game is to drive around using the left analog stick and shoot things using the right analog stick. So zombies will be appearing. You've got to keep an eye on your health as well as the ammo. So ammo pops up at certain intervals, like while you're playing, like there, the ammo popped up. You can crash into the zombies using the car, but especially with this car that I've got at the moment, isn't very resilient. It's not got a very good armor rating, so if you do crash into the zombies, you will take damage. And if you have a car that isn't very resilient with the armor rating, then you will take damage and you will probably blow up. So it's a wave-based game, as you can see. The longer you survive, the more waves of enemies you get. Just trying. I had no choice there but to drive through them. They were in my way. But obviously, driving through them is a way that you can destroy the enemies, but it's, like I mentioned earlier, it's not advised really. The easiest way I found of doing it is to keep driving around until all of the zombies are more or less in one area, and then just concentrate fire on that one area. It avoids having to drive into them. If you get them behind you and following you around, you've always got an escape point basically. So we'll get some more ammo. As with this vehicle as well, the ammo runs out quite quickly. You get different ammo, different cars throughout the game that have different ammo capacities. So if you get a vehicle that you can pick up more ammo with, you'd be better suited. Oh no! These guys explode as you destroy them, so I'm gonna die. There we go. You can spend money to carry on, but I won't be doing that. And that's R.I.P. Rally, RIP Rally, whatever you want to call it. And that's Mobile Monday for this week. Bye.